Okay, so this provision for doubtful debts create the provision for doubtful debt. Your debtors level is 12,000. 12,000 into provision point 5%. So 12,000 into 5%. You will get 60. Sorry, sir, you will get 600. Okay, ba? So next point. Yes, this 600, you know very well, it is a liability. It is a liability. It create new. It create newly. Okay, ba? That's why when liability increase, that item would be debit. When liability increase, that item would be debit. That's why provision for doubtful debts 600. Okay, ba? Debit side. Revaluation debit side. Then see the next point. Rupees 200 is to be provided for an electricity bill. This is an expenses. You know very well that electricity bill mean expenses. When expenses create new, this expenses create newly. Okay, you know very well this item would be debit because liability increase. Liability increase. You have to pay the new liability when create. That's why outstanding electricity. The outstanding electricity 200. Then fifth character. Investment worth rupees 1,000 not mentioned in the balance sheet. Not mentioned in the balance sheet mean you forgot to enter. Now it comes to an enter. Okay, va? So newly one investment create. This is the benefit point. So investment mean benefit. So new investment create. That's why credit side. So credit side, what formula? When asset increase, liability decrease. That's why investment 1,000. Sixth point, a creditor of rupees 100 is not likely to claim his money, and is to be written off. Is to be written off. Listen, that 100, see once again, the creditor of rupees 100 is not likely to claim his money and is to be written off. Written off means you cancel that that irrecover amount, that 100, that irrecover amount, you cancel that irrecover amount. When you cancel that irrecover amount, it would it consider as an liability decrease. Okay, va? When you cancel that irrecover amount, it try to say when liability decrease. That's why that sundry creditors 100. It's this 100 is written off. You cancel this amount. Okay, va? That's why sundry creditors 100 liability decrease 100. That's it. So now we closed all entries. So our next step is, see, you just add all the credit side, you will get 4,100. You just add stock, furniture, provision for doubtful debts of 600, and outstanding electricity order 200. Listen, add all debit side, ma. 1,500 plus 1,000 plus 1,600 plus 200. The amount of debit item, the total amount of debit item is 3,300. 3,300. You just deduct from your credit side. Now 4,100 minus 3,300, isn't it? Yes. You get 800. You get 800. This 800 profit, this 8, if you get debit balance mean, it means profit. If you get credit balance mean that is called loss. That revaluation we blindly follow that. It is just like an profit or loss account. It is just like an profit or loss account. When you get debit balance, it is called profit. When you get credit balance, it is called revaluation loss. Okay, this 800 into you share their old sharing ratio 3:2. 3 by 5. Okay. So 800 into 3 by 5, you will get 480. The same way 800 into 2 by 5, you get 320. This is what revaluation account. Now we move for our entries. How we can create our journal entry with the help of this revaluation account. This is very simple. So after finishing this revaluation account, it is very easy to generate your journal from here. Listen. See, revaluation account data to stock account, revaluation account data to furniture account, revaluation account data to provision for doubtful debts. So we can generate all these entry like this: revaluation account data to stock, furniture, provision, outstanding electricity bill. Okay, this entry, one entry, and your next entry, profit entry, revaluation account data to A's capital, B's capital. This is profit entry, revaluation. Okay, so totally 2 entries is possible to take from here. At the same way, profit, yes, credit entry, plant and machinery account data to revaluation account, investment account data to revaluation account, sundry creditors account data to revaluation account. We can generate combined entry, profit and plant and machinery account data, investment account data, sundry creditors account data to revaluation account. See this? Now the entry, it is very useful. Yes. What I state here, that all entry you get here. Yes, the goodwill. See the sum. See the sum. So how many entries, you just guess how many entries, how many journal entries normally to write. First one, the C brings capital and goodwill. This entry compulsory you have to make. Then after that only that all revaluation entries. Okay. Now see, first entry, bank account data to C's capital to goodwill account. So bank account, this is what C brought in by, yes, cash brought in by C as a capital and goodwill. This entry you know very well. The second entry, so goodwill shared by old partner. Goodwill shared by old partner. So goodwill account data to A's capital, B's capital in their sacrificing ratio. Here there is no possible to get sacrificing ratio. That's why we take old ratio. Okay, va? So goodwill account data to A's capital to B's capital 3:2. 5,000 into 3 by 5. 5,000 into 2 by 5. You will get 3,000, 2,000. See the next entry, revaluation account data to stock, 2 furniture, 2 provision for doubtful debt. Just now I told, okay, this entry. So stock 1500, furniture 1000, provision 600. Altogether, you add all 3 items, you will get 3100. See the second entry, plant and machinery account data, investment account data, to revaluation account. 3000, 1000. Okay. 3000, 1000, your 4000. So same revaluation account data to outstanding electricity. Revaluation account data to outstanding electricity. This entry also you can write here along with this entry. No issues. So revaluation account data to outstanding electricity account 200, 200. Sundry creditors account data to revaluation 100, 100. Because the two character is liability, they separate. See, they separated by liabilities assets. No need to write like this. Okay, so sundry creditors account data to revaluation account 100, 100. So revaluation, this one is profit entry, revaluation account data to A's capital, B's capital. That's it. Very, very simple. Once again I tell you, asset oda value குறைஞ்சு liabilities oda value increase ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா அந்த difference amount வந்து நீங்க debit பண்ணணும். asset oda value increase ஆகி liability oda value decrease ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா அந்த difference amount நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும், credit பண்ணணும். This is what revaluation. So இதோட balancing figure debitல வந்தா profit, balancing figure creditல வந்தா loss. So debitல வந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா நீங்க அதை அந்த பார்ட்னரோட ஓல்டு ப்ராஃபிட் ஷேரிங் ரேஷியோல பிரிச்சு கொடுக்கணும். ஸோ கிரெடிட்ல வந்தாலும் அவங்களுடைய ஓல்டு ப்ராஃபிட் ஷேரிங் ரேஷியோ பிரிச்சு கொடுக்கணும். ஸோ இதோட ஜேர்னல் என்ட்ரி ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்றது ரொம்ப ஈஸி. லைக் லெட்ஜர், லெட்ஜர்ல இருந்து நம்ம அப்படியே ரிவர்ஸ் ஜேர்னல் எடுத்தா எப்படி எடுக்கணும் அந்த மாதிரி எடுக்கணும். ஸோ பார்ட்னர்ஸ் கேபிட்டல் அக்கவுண்ட், இட் இஸ் வெரி ஈஸி. ஸோ பார்ட்னர்ஸ் கேபிட்டல் அக்கவுண்ட் மீன் they have already given by balance brought down 30,000, 20,000. In your sum, they have given their capital. So this bank account sees capital account. That means sees new capital. You know that entry bank account data to sees capital. Bank account data to sees capital. Now, அப்போ நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும், credit side கை வச்சு bank ன்னு எழுதி sees capital க்கு நேரா C account க்கு நேரா போய் 15,000. ஓகேவா? So the same way goodwill. So goodwill எப்படி வரும், goodwill account data to partners. So you just blindly follow your journal. Goodwill account data to A's. So actually இந்த column வந்து கொஞ்சம் differ ஆயிருக்கு. Goodwill account data to A's capital, B's capital. ஓகேவா? So goodwill account data to A's capital, B's capital. அப்ப நீங்க என்ன பண்ணீங்க, A's capitalல கை வச்சு A ஓட அமௌண்ட், B's capital கை வச்சு B ஓட அமௌண்ட் போட்டுட்டு goodwill. So next is revaluation account data. Revaluation account data to A's capital, B's capital. This one is profit, revaluation profit entry, no? So revaluation account data to A's capital, B's capital. You just hold your hand here and write A's profit amount and B's profit amount. After finishing all this, you just add all the each column you add separately, and you just carry down April 1 balance, carry down. Ayyo. ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எங்க இருந்து ஸ்டாப் ஆச்சு, பார்ட்னர்ஸ் கேபிட்டல் அக்கவுண்டா? See, Ma எங்க இருந்து ஸ்டாப் ஆச்சுமா? பார்ட்னர்ஸ் கேபிட்டல் அக்கவுண்ட் ஆர் ரீவேல்யூஷன் அக்கவுண்ட் மா? ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எங்க இருந்து ஸ்டாப் ஆச்சு? பார்ட்னர்ஸ் கேபிட்டல் அக்கவுண்டா ஒரு பார்ட்னர்ஸ் ரீவேல்யூஷன் அக்கவுண்ட்? Students, okay. So according to this journal entry, with the use of this journal entry only, we are going to prepare capital account. Okay, ma? So capital account mean buy balance brought down 30,000, 20,000. Bank account. This bank account means C brings new capital. C brings new capital. So a bank account data to C is capital, you know. So you hold your hand, C is capital account, and write 15,000 to buy bank. The same way goodwill. So goodwill account data to A's capital, B's capital. Okay, ma. So goodwill account data to A's capital, B's capital. So their capital present in credit side, and place your hand credit side and write in the column of A 3,000 and write in the column of B 2,000 and write by goodwill. The same way profit, revaluation profit. So revaluation profit means revaluation account, yes, revaluation account data to A's capital, revaluation account data to B's capital. Okay, so A's capital, B's capital playing credit side, credit role. So you put you just hold your hand A's column and write A's profit. The same way you have to write B's profit, and in the particular column you have to write by revaluation bracket profit. After finishing this, you just add all the column individually. Separately you just add all the column 33,480, 22,320, 15,000. Okay, credit side, you don't have any amount. You don't have any amount to deduct. You simply carry down the same amount here. 33,480, 22,320, 15,000. That's it. This is what your admission of new partner. Admission of new partner. Now we have seen how to frame revaluation account and capital account.